Have you ever wondered what truly drives us to live better, to appreciate every moment, to seek out what really matters? What if I told you that there is one simple yet profound idea that can completely change the way you view life? Today, we're diving into an ancient concept that has guided countless lives for centuries. Memento mori. This Latin phrase, which means, "Remember you will die," might seem dark at first glance, but it holds the key to unlocking a life filled with purpose, gratitude, and deep joy. Stick with me through this video, and you'll discover how the awareness of mortality can lead to a richer, more meaningful life. Trust me, you won't want to miss this. The phrase memento mori has its roots in ancient Rome, but it has been embraced by many cultures throughout history. The Stoics, in particular, found this concept to be a powerful tool for living a virtuous and fulfilling life. By reminding themselves daily of their mortality, they were able to focus on what truly mattered. For them, life was not something to be taken for granted. It was a precious gift that should be lived fully and with intention. But why would thinking about death make life better? It might seem counterintuitive, but when we accept the inevitability of our own mortality, it shifts our perspective on everything. We begin to see life not as an endless stretch of time, but as a finite journey with a clear end. This realization forces us to prioritize, to live with urgency, and to appreciate the fleeting moments that make up our days. Consider for a moment how easy it is to get caught up in the trivialities of daily life. We worry about what others think of us, chase after material possessions, and spend hours scrolling through social media. But when we remind ourselves that our time here is limited, these concerns start to seem less important. What truly matters comes into sharper focus: our relationships, our passions, our experiences. Imagine you're at a crossroads in your life, facing a tough decision. Maybe it's about your career, your relationships, or a personal goal. When you think about memento mori, you might ask yourself, if today were my last day, what choice would I make? Suddenly, the answer becomes clearer. The things that bring true joy and fulfillment rise to the surface, and the noise of external pressures fades away. Let's take a real-life example of how this concept can change your outlook. Steve Jobs, the co-founder of Apple, famously said that remembering he would die soon was the most important tool he had for making big decisions in life. He used memento mori as a guide to live authentically, to pursue his passions without fear, and to focus on what truly mattered. This mindset helped him build one of the most successful companies in the world and, more importantly, live a life that was true to his values. Now, let's dive deeper into how memento mori can help us live a better life. One of the most powerful aspects of this concept is that it teaches us to live in the present moment. When we fully embrace the fact that our time is limited, we stop dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. Instead, we focus on the here and now, savoring each experience as it comes. Imagine you're spending time with a loved one. Perhaps it's a family dinner, a walk in the park, or just a simple conversation. How often do we let our minds wander, thinking about what we need to do tomorrow, or replaying an argument from yesterday? But when we remember that this moment is fleeting, we become fully present. We listen more intently, love more deeply, and appreciate the connection we have with the people around us. This awareness also helps us to let go of grudges and negative emotions. Life is too short to hold on to anger, resentment, or bitterness. When we keep memento mori in mind, we realize that every moment we spend on negativity is a moment we could have spent on joy, love, or growth. This doesn't mean we should ignore our feelings, but rather that we should process them and then move on, freeing ourselves to live more fully. Let's talk about gratitude. One of the most profound effects of embracing memento mori is that it cultivates a deep sense of gratitude. When we understand that life is temporary, we start to see the beauty in the everyday. The morning sunlight streaming through the window, the laughter of a child, the taste of a good meal. All of these become moments to cherish. Imagine waking up each day with the thought, "This could be my last day." How would you approach the day differently? You might take a moment to appreciate the simple things, to tell the people you care about how much they mean to you, to pursue your passions with renewed vigor. This is the gift of Momento Mori. It helps us live each day as if it were our last, and in doing so, we find more meaning and joy in our lives. But Memento Mori is not just about appreciating the good moments. It also helps us face challenges with courage and resilience. When we remember that our time is limited, we are less likely to be paralyzed by fear or uncertainty. Instead, we are motivated to take action, to make the most of the time we have, and to face difficulties head-on. Let's consider a challenge you might be facing right now. Maybe it's a difficult project at work, a health issue, or a relationship problem. When you apply the concept of Memento Mori, you might ask yourself, if I knew my time was running out, how would I approach this situation? Would I let fear hold me back, or would I take bold steps to resolve it? This mindset can empower you to overcome obstacles and move forward with determination. Another powerful lesson of Memento Mori is that it helps us to let go of the need for control. We often waste so much energy trying to control things that are beyond our reach, other people's opinions, the outcome of events, or even the future. But when we remember that life is uncertain and that we cannot control everything, we are free to focus on what we can control: our actions, our attitudes, and our choices. This doesn't mean we should be passive or resigned. On the contrary, Memento Mori encourages us to take responsibility for our lives, to make the best choices we can, and to live with intention. It's about accepting what we cannot change and having the courage to change what we can. This balance of acceptance and action is at the heart of living well. Let's take a look at how this balance plays out in everyday life. Imagine you're planning a big event, a wedding, a business launch, or a family reunion. You've done everything you can to prepare, but you're worried about all the things that could go wrong. What if it rains? What if people don't show up? What if something goes wrong? When you apply Memento Mori, you realize that while you can't control every detail, you can control how you respond. You can choose to focus on what matters most, enjoying the moment, connecting with others, and making the best of whatever happens. Finally, let's talk about legacy. When we remember that our time is limited, we start to think about what we want to leave behind. What impact do we want to have on the world? How do we want to be remembered? Memento Mori encourages us to live in a way that aligns with our values and to make choices that reflect the kind of person we want to be. This doesn't mean we need to accomplish great things or achieve fame. It's about living authentically, treating others with kindness, and contributing to the world in a way that feels meaningful to us. When we live with this intention, we create a legacy that lasts beyond our time on Earth. So how can you start incorporating Memento Mori into your life? It's as simple as taking a few moments each day to reflect on your mortality. You might start your day with a reminder that life is short and use this awareness to guide your decisions and actions. Or you might end your day by reflecting on how you spent your time and whether it aligned with your values. By making Memento Mori a part of your daily practice, you can begin to live more fully, appreciate the present moment, and focus on what truly matters. This simple but powerful concept can transform the way you live, helping you to find joy, purpose, and peace in the time you have. Thank you for watching this video. If you found it helpful or inspiring, please give it a thumbs up and share it with others. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content on how to live a meaningful life. And if we reach 5,000 likes on this video, I'll create a special video on how to discover your financial code through numerology and achieve success. Let me know in the comments how Memento Mori has impacted your life or how you plan to incorporate it into your daily routine. See you in the next video.